Hello everyone and welcome back to Heart World. Let's get started. No work today, no plans either. I've started to expect Shin to show up on days like this. But now that I think about it, he's studying for exams. Is it really okay for him to take days off? Maybe he's actually going out of his way to make time for you and help recover your memories. From what we heard yesterday, it sounds like Shin's normal coldness isn't the reason people are scared of him. Oh, someone's coming. Wait, it's Sawa and Toma. I wonder what's going on. This is really bad. Shin's been arrested again. What? Sawa, calm down. It wasn't an arrest. He went along willingly. It's all the same. He was taken away by the police. They were saying that it was really scary when it happened. She's talking about Shin's parents. They called my parents, but I don't know any of the details. No way. Wouldn't that mean they seriously suspect him in causing your accident? They can't accept that it was just an accident. I thought this whole thing was over. Anyway, I'll head over to the police station and try to dig up whatever information I can about what's going on. Just make sure you keep your heads on and don't do anything rash. Stay with Sawa until I get back. Yeah, I'm here for you. It'll be okay. This isn't really a situation where we can guarantee that. Oh well. Hey Toma. I'll get going now. It'll be okay. Shin hasn't done anything wrong. The police will see that too. You don't need to worry about anything, alright? I'll go make some tea. Mind if I use the kitchen? Do you have anything sweet in here? Sweets are the best thing to eat when you're feeling down. Ah! Oh boy. Sorry, I broke a cup. I'm so sorry. I'll buy you a new one, okay? Let's go shopping together. Oh, I know. Maybe Shin should come along too? I'm sure he'll be back in no time. You two haven't really done any coupley things like that, have you? Sawa. I'm okay. There's nothing to worry about. My hand just slipped a little. I'm okay. But if there really wasn't anything to worry about, Toma wouldn't have been in such a rush. This accident happened in Shinano, and a long enough time ago that there's really no need for them to come all the way out here. It seems now like their suspicions are pretty serious. To tell you the truth, I wasn't able to figure out much. People can't exactly demand information in the middle of an ongoing investigation. There's no way they'd disclose that. There is just one thing though. This is just a guess, but I thought of one possible reason. I saw the person who investigated Shin's father talking to the people investigating the Shinano case. We can assume that information about Shin's father has already reached the Shinano investigators. Wait a second. Does that mean they're suspecting Shin just because his father murdered someone? It wasn't murder, it was involuntary manslaughter, but regardless, that seems to be the case. That's not right. Shin didn't do anything. Of course, and I doubt that that's the only reason behind it. There was the conflict of the testimonies that made the police suspicious. They let him off for a while because the victim defended him, but they're having some concerns about it now. Either that, or they found some new evidence that shows malicious intent. No way, Shin wouldn't do something like that. I believe so too. Anyway, if you're questioned by the police, deny any wrongdoing on Shin's part. He went willingly, so combined with that, they should have the sense to release him somewhat soon. Although they did take that man away who had already been brought in once already. This time it could be longer. No contact from Shin. I guess he hasn't been released yet. I wonder how the investigation is going. Why did it all have to turn out like this? Shin isn't that kind of person. I'm finally starting to believe that myself now. Oh, it's time to sleep already. You have work tomorrow. Hey, are you okay? Can you go to work? August 13th. Wow, you broke another one. The manager's glaring at us. Kayla, don't feel too down. You can't help it. It's not exactly a great time for you to be working after all. Kayla, come with me. Here it comes. I heard about your situation from Toma. It sounds like Shin was arrested. Well, it wasn't exactly an arrest, was it? Although I guess it's the same thing. But as the cafe manager, I can't overlook your performance anymore. You've broken 7 plates, putting 13 orders incorrectly, and I can't even count how many times you needed to ask for an order again. The most surprising thing was when you put those berries in that latte, but luckily the customer was happy with it. I know how you feel, but you should go home for today. Do you understand? I'm very sorry. I'll let Shin know when he gets back that you were very worried about him. Until then, you should take some time off. Today sure was rough. Caused a lot of problems for everyone. We'll need to repay them when things settle down. But it's not like you can help being upset right now. You're worried about Shin. Oh, someone's here. Huh? Who is that guy? I'm Osabe from the Shinano Police Department. I'd like to ask you a few more questions about your accident. He's a detective. What should we do? What should I do? Is this an interrogation? No, I doubt it. You're the victim after all. He probably just wants information. Hello? Is something the matter? Well, anyway, let's hear him out. I'm glad you seem well. Now then, would you mind answering a few questions? What's happening with Shin? He's willingly cooperating with the investigation. We're experiencing no problems with him. Really? He's willingly cooperating? But we can't even contact him? If you don't mind, let's begin. First, I'd like to ask you again about the circumstances of your falling from the cliff. I was running in the dark and slipped. I see. Shin did say that, right? It seems you were trying to flee from the suspect before falling. Why is that? I was a bit embarrassed that he was so close. I see. Shin did say that, right? After the time that you collapsed, do you remember anyone approaching you? I don't know. I see. When you regained consciousness, which part of your body felt the most in pain? I don't remember. I see. You say you're in a relationship with this man. Has he had a history of violence or stalking you? No way. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. Your answers were most helpful. I'll be taking my leave now. Phew, that was nerve-wracking. I wonder if Shin's been going through this for 2 whole days. No, I'm sure Shin's been questioned a lot more intensely about all this. I wonder if Shin's okay. I'm worried. Received a new message. I'm home now. It seems they'll let me keep going to school. I'm under observation and I'm going back to the police station when I have time, so I doubt we can meet up for a while. Toma told me you were really upset. By the way, guess where I saw him? He was sitting right in front of the police station, waiting. You guys are both more agitated about it than I am. Just calm down. I'll be fine. August 14th. Hey, you look a lot better than you did yesterday. Could it be that Shin came back? Whatever the case, you don't seem very happy about what has been going on, it seems. He's been freed at least, but he said he's under surveillance and that the investigation hasn't concluded yet. Apparently, there haven't been any changes in their suspicions. I see, but I know Shin would never do something like that to Kayla. Seriously, but their actions make sense. It would be a huge problem if he did do something. Anyway, let's open up the cafe. Could the both of you get ready? Ah, look at Toma. Home sweet home. I'm tired. It looks like you didn't make any major mistakes today, but you seemed really down. Tomorrow you have the day off. The prep school should be off too. Shin would normally be able to visit. If Shin were here, you could talk about the past or go visit some more old hangouts like before. But he probably can't come now. Hey, I just got an idea. Maybe we could investigate the accident too. I don't know what kind of new evidence the police have picked up, but we know some facts at least. Like when you collapsed, you had the memory of Shin finding you. And when the police came to talk to you, they asked if you could remember anyone coming to rescue you. Everyone says that Ikki and Kent were the ones who found you though. They seem to think that you don't remember what happened, but your memories of the time say otherwise. If that memory ties into the day in question, then Shin was there. It's just nobody knows it. It might be possible that the police found some evidence to support the fact that Shin was there. Although, if that's the case, then that means Shin could be hiding something. That memory might not be of the accident. That's possible too, and it seems like even Shin didn't have any idea about it either. It might be worth investigating that too, just to be sure. We asked all of your coworkers who were there that day, but there were other guests that help out with the search as well. Those people might know something that we haven't heard yet. There's no harm in asking them. You got their contact information from the owner, remember? Tomorrow's a day off. If Shin doesn't contact you, then we'll just need to work alone. August 15th. Looks like no contact from Shin. It seems like it's about time you start investigating this yourself. 9 people were staying at the Shinanoji Mountain Lodge that day. You, Shin, Toma, Mine, and Sawa were together, and then there were the 2 other guys, Ikki and Kent. The last 2 were a guy and girl. The guy was Ukyo, no address. The girl was Rika, a college student. It doesn't matter who you go to first, but maybe you should start with the girl. You could probably disguise it as girl talk. The only girl left who you haven't met yet is Rika. She's a 4th-year college student. Looks like there's an address and a phone number in the information you got from the owner. You should give her a call and see if you can meet up somewhere. I just hope she's an honest person. 1 hour later. Alright. We were lucky that you were able to arrange a meeting, but it's not like we'd know what she'd look like even if she did show up. I know she was all, I'm sure you'll remember me when you see me, but I really doubt that. I mean, you've got amnesia. That's way different from forgetting someone you met once. I wonder if you'll be okay. Maybe she's already here and you just don't recognize her. My sincere apologies for the wait, Kayla. What's with the super elegant girl? I'm Rika. It's nice to meet you again. A memory, so seeing her was enough. Did some of her memories just come back? I'm definitely surprised, though she'd be pretty hard to forget. It appears that your injury wasn't too serious at the time of the accident. I assumed you were going to die. Don't assume things like that. So then, was that all you needed? I actually have a meeting to attend, so would you mind making it quick? And what kind of meeting could that be? Oh, whatever. Alright, let's keep it brief. I'm worried about the love triangle the owner mentioned, but the most important question is about Shin. If you ask weirdly, she might start to suspect Shin, so maybe you should choose your words wisely. Who searched for me that day? Who? Why, everyone but Shin. Wouldn't it have been better to ask your friends about something like this? No, we already asked them anyway. I was quite shocked, so I don't remember everything very clearly, but I do know that it was a major ordeal. Also, it had crossed my mind that it might have been a very unique chance to appeal to Mr. Ikki. Stop it, you shouldn't say selfish things like that at a time like this. And what's with the adding Mr.? There's no need for honorifics. I did participate in the search for a while, though. If you hadn't been found in time, I would not have been able to sleep well knowing that I didn't even try to help. Yeah, I'm sure you'd lose sleep over it, but just so you know, normal people would say it was because they were worried about her. Anyway, why do you ask? The events of that night are already in the past, are they not? It was my impression that the authorities had declared it an accident. Why do you feel the need to bring it up again? Should you mention Shin? ... It seems there are circumstances. Regardless, I think that huge idiot Kent would know the most about the events from then. Wha? Huge idiot? Kent was the one leading the search team that night, after all. That man was monopolizing all of Mr. Ikki's time, and he was bossing us around? If you find the need to question him, you can find him in the math lab here on Wednesdays. That's about all I know. Now then, will you excuse me? Sure, that's enough, right? It seems like she doesn't know. Good day. What an intense girl. But she sure did mention Ikki and Kent a lot. It looks like we'll have to go to them for more information. Wednesday, not until the day after tomorrow. You have the day off from work, so we should come back then. I want to do something about your memories, but you're making progress. At the same time, I don't feel like I'm separating from you at all. Maybe there's something really important sealed away, and that's what's binding me to you. In that case, the only option is to keep learning more, little by little, until we can solve this. To do that, you're going to need to get closer to the truth. August 16th. Welcome back, Master. May I take your order? We just can't calm down. We really need to go ask that guy Kent for some answers. I wonder what Shin's doing. Why hasn't he contacted you once? I wonder if he's okay. This isn't the time to be lavishing attention on strangers. Ugh! As you wish, Master. Hey, nice work, but you seem really low energy today. Oh, it's Sawa. I guess she noticed. Do you want to have tea somewhere? I think it's better than being alone. That would be nice. Kayla, I think you should relax once in a while. Darn, looks like you got here first. I was thinking about walking her home. Huh? You too, Toma? Maybe I'm just getting in the way. If it's all right, I'd like to walk with Toma. All right then, let's go. Wait there after you get dressed. It's really comforting to be around Toma. He's like your older brother, so I'm sure Shin wouldn't mind. What's wrong? You don't want dinner? Are you feeling pretty wary of me? Just so you know, I've known you since you were born. I don't have any feelings like that towards you. Shin's known her since she was born too, but he definitely has feelings for her like that. Alright, I don't really get it, but stop worrying so much. Let's just eat and try to relax, please. If you can do that for me, I'll do whatever you say later, even if you ask me to leave. Okay, just while we're eating. So you are feeling cautious. It's kind of strange being treated like an ordinary guy by you. I hope your memories come back soon. This is just too weird. Although special times like these would disappear when they do come back, I feel a little conflicted thinking about that. How much have you remembered? Even though you lost your memories, you haven't forgotten that you like Shin, have you? Could you forget something like that? I wonder what it feels like to lose your memories. Why is he so quiet all of a sudden? Sorry, it's nothing. Let's eat. 1 hour later. Today ended without any sort of progress. Shin has prep today, right? He said they let him go to school, but does he even have time to study? I know you're feeling down, but try not to get too depressed, Kayla. Kayla? A call from Shin. This is the first, isn't it? It's me. You doing all right? Sorry I couldn't contact you. I messaged you about what's been going on. I'm kind of tired. I really want to see you, but I shouldn't be saying that now. Well, you see, the reason I called you is the thing I said before about us going out. I think I should take that back. I'll stop. I'll just cause you trouble. Just like how my dad killed someone and I got persecuted too. If I'm treated like a killer, it'll make things harder on you. You don't even remember liking me, right? It's fine. You don't have to force yourself to remember. This might be more convenient. It's okay if you go and fall in love with someone else. This isn't like you. That's right. It's not like him. If he's suspected of this, he just has to show he's innocent. I see. It's not like me. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for saying something so pathetic. I always want to look cool in front of you. But I'm serious when I say it's okay for us to break up. If it gets to be too painful for you, just go ahead. Things have been pretty rough, but I've been looking into things and asking questions. Don't worry too much over me. I'll stress out Toma and Sawa. See you later. He hung up. He seems really tired, didn't he? I wonder what he's been looking into. August 17th. This is Seichi University. Ken should be at the math lab here today, right? Apparently, he was the one directing everyone at the night of your accident and was also the one who found you collapsed. You should be able to hear a lot of those details from him. No, you need to specifically ask him about everything. Let's go. This looks like the math lab. There are 2 men here. Oh, it's you. I was waiting. Huh? Waiting? The fact that he knows you means he must be either Kent or Ikki, right? How unexpected. A girl in bandages is actually very sexy. I want to unwrap them. You can't just do that. Are you only capable of seeing women in that way? What else am I supposed to think of when such a cute girl appears in front of me? This place might be dangerous. Let's leave. Where are you going? Don't worry about Ikki's ridiculous jokes. He's all talk and no action. Don't even acknowledge the last thing he said. More importantly, you have some business with us, right? Oh, sorry. Did you take that seriously? Don't worry too much over it. I won't bite without your express consent. Without our consent? So what do you need? We heard from Rika that you were investigating that night. Oh, Rika was a super elegant girl from the other day, right? The fact that they heard from her already means that these two must be Ikki and Kent. This womanizer was being called Ikki, so I guess that means he's Ikki. Which means the smart-looking guy is Kent. Remember that. It sounds like Rika knows these two pretty well. I wonder if they're friends. Let's see, what should we ask first? I heard you rescued me. Yes, Ikki and I went to the place that had the highest probability of you being there. The others were guy-girl pairs, so we figured it would be best if we found you. Huh, what does that mean? After receiving a request from Shin to search for you, the first thing we did was illuminate the entire facility. I figured if you were conscious, you would head towards the light. After that, we checked a map and calculated the places you could have fallen. That included both places where you may have landed and places where you could have moved towards on your own. I had the owner who knew the facility best and Rika pair up to look around the lodge. Ukyo and Mine lacked both mobility and strength, so I had them check if you entered the top of the cliff. Since Ikki and I knew your fall trajectory, we started at the bottom and worked our way up for the possible landing sites. In other words, we took charge of the most possible route and had the others take care of the less possible areas. Okay, they lost me in the details a bit, but did you get the general idea of it? It sounds like they were able to find you so quickly because they gave good directions to the others and considered all possibilities. Anyway, that's about all we know. Anything else you want to ask? I guess the next question would be, was I conscious when you found me? Huh? Why are they so quiet? Is this some sort of riddle? Shin just asked us the same thing the other day. Shin too? What day? When? I think he called Ikki and me the day before yesterday. He asked the same question you just did. The answer is no. You didn't respond, even when we called your name and patted your cheek. If that was just an act, I highly recommend that you become an actress. You were unconscious, so that really was true. But I wonder why Shin called them to ask the same thing. Shin had fallen out of contact up until the day before yesterday. Is he trying to investigate that memory? The only people who saw you at the time of the discovery was us, so I guess there's a possibility that we're lying. Anyway, Kent and I talked it over afterwards. We figured if he was asking a question like that, then someone must have told him you were conscious. Could it have been you? Does it kind of seem like they're suspecting you now? Were we any help? I don't know what's going on, but it seems like you're bringing up some interesting new developments. If there's anything else we can help with, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to hear the results of this too. I look forward to seeing you again in the near future. As do I, young lady, of course. At the very least, it seems like nobody so far has said anything contradictory. He fell off the cliff by accident, and Shin asked everyone at the lodge to search for you. Then you were found by Ikki and Kent. All of this is consistent, yet that one memory of yours is strangely inconsistent. August 18th. Okay guys, I think we're going to go ahead and stop here for now. Look forward to more next time. Thanks for watching.